Welcome back, guys, to Cakecore SMP Season 2. I am over here on top of this giant blue iceberg, and I figured I'd cut that down really quick because blue ice is a little bit difficult to get, and very rarely do you find them in this much quantities. Also, look at that. I've got a new skin. I don't know how well you guys can see it, but if I take off everything, including my wings, which are brand new and have mending and unbreaking 3 on them, holy moly, dare I say. Yeah, look, that's my skin. I don't have inventory space to take off everything, but you know, look, it's got like a little pumpkin on the back, and it's orange and stuff. It's for the spirit of October and whatnot. Now, I don't typically celebrate Halloween, but recently I've just been interested in the idea of changing color palettes just for like a month and stuff like that. And I thought it would be cool to kind of change my skin maybe whenever there's certain seasonal changes and whatnot, or holiday changes. And, you know, I don't know. I just thought, hey, let's just try out orange, right? And so I just, you know, changed my shirt to orange or whatever. You know, October is pretty much over, so I might have done it a little bit late, but whatever. We can hold it out through Christmas. I'm already have a Christmas shirt on, so it's not like I need room for another Christmas edition. So yeah, let's talk about what we're doing today, right? Other than getting this ice, I also plan on heading over to my ice shop to adjust the prices a bit. It looks like I already have my ice chests out somewhere. Also, these are all the shulker boxes I got as spotters in the last episode, including my wings, so if you haven't seen that, you can check that out if you wish. We got so many shells, right? And so now my box is full. I saw James earlier talking about how, like, storage with shulker boxes is a little bit annoying in ender chests, because you have to like find the right box and then pull it out anyway and stuff like that. I 100% agree. So I actually might be taking some of those boxes out. The main thing is though that they're safest in there, and if, you know, shulker boxes blow up with like by a creeper or whatever, then you can't get the stuff back from the inside as opposed to chests. So I'm very weary about where I put the shulker boxes, but I might free up a couple space in there, because I completely agree with James that it's really annoying to have everything in a box, because then you gotta just rifle through so much stuff, even though it might make sense storage wise. And you know, there might be some times where I use up all of them. Anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna continue cutting this down later. That's not what we're actually gonna do for now. I'll save you guys I'll save that for off camera, right? Let's take a quick flight. Woo! Look at that. Flying, and I don't know, you guys might notice, you might not notice, frame rate is great right now, right? I mean, it's still, I only recorded 30 frames anyway, but it's a lot less choppy right now because 1.13 for 1.13.2 Optifine came out. This mountain is awesome, by the way, and it would be really cool to build something here, because look at how high this goes. It's crazy cool. And the floating island. So that's really cool. Actually, we're heading over to this village right here. But yeah, Optifine came out, and boy, does it help like a whole bunch. Love you, Optifine. Thank you so much for doing what you do, because holy crap, like, huge improvements on my end. Again, might not notice it in the video, but we'll see. So yeah, here's a village right here. This place has been habitated. It's been visited by me specifically. So I'm trying to kind of set up a bit of a villager breeder, because some librarians have books for sale. Actually, all librarians have books for sale, and some of those books are mending, and it'd be nice to have a villager with mending so I can just constantly get mending books, because mending is a pain to get through fishing now. It was never the easiest thing, but now it's much, much worse. So I've got a bunch of doors that line up right here. This is a little trick. I did this in the first season, so nothing new if you've already seen that. But yeah, if you have a skylight next to a bunch of doors that are lined up, then villagers think they're village doors, and I forget the exact number villager needs to have it, but it's something like 1/3 of the doors for the number of villagers or whatever, then they can breed. I don't know. I'm not explaining that well at all. But I've also been, you know, playing on some farms, so these guys can farm. Hopefully they can breed. They haven't bred that much. I would like to set this up into a full-blown breeder and possibly get started on that this episode. We'll see how much time we have. And if not, then we can always get started on it next episode. But yeah, at some point I would like to have a full villager breeder / iron farm. That'd be pretty cool. This is relatively close to the icebergs too. Like, it's just right over here. It's still relatively far from my castle in general, but with wings, you know, that cuts the distance quite a bit no matter where you build, right? So I am gonna have it like relatively closer to the ice area, so I can access it relatively easily. And now as we head in towards our ice castle, wait for it to load in. Check that action out. Whew. Here, let's get a nice little view. You see that? That is what's happening. That's what's going on. That is what lives in this Minecraft world, right? So I'm working on an ice castle. Holy crap, you guys didn't know that. I've never talked about that before. I emptied out this whole freaking ocean glacier, as apparently I call it now. and I have filled it in with castle materials, right? It's looking really cool. Okay, so for starters, last time these towers weren't finished, they are now finished and looking, dare I say, epic, right? We have a nice parting pattern in the middle, and then some battlements up there too, and a bridge going across with like pillars holding it up. Whoa! Okay, now this is epic. So there's like glass windows too, right? It's all really cool. And if you head down here, it actually continues going down all the way down to here. So there are like 3 quote-unquote floors, if you will, of each pillars. And it might correspond to like actual floors in the house anyway. It might differ here and then. Or here and there. But yeah, we might be wondering, Pat, why did you like go through the trouble of putting in like all this detail? Well, not like this ton of detail, but you know, like the different courts at the bottom and stuff when no one's going to see it. Well, actually, smarty pants, I want to add an entrance to my place right here. I'm not wearing my helmet, am I? You can immediately tell. Woo, let's get back up. Don't want to take too much drowning damage, huh? So there's going to be a hole right here that you can get in an entrance through like a submarine access. Of course, it's not going to be submarine themed because it is a castle, so it's going to be a little bit more, it's less than modern for sure. But yeah, I do want some kind of entrance right here. I think that would look really cool, and it would connect to like the bottom floors and stuff like that. We've also have like caves down here, as I've mentioned like the first time I checked this place out, somewhere around here, and it'd be cool to kind of incorporate those caves possibly into the entrance. We'll see how that goes though. Anyway, moving on into the inside, so much has changed on the inside. Like, wowee, this place is just shaping up very well. For starters, this centerpiece has been changed a little bit. I now have a kind of cool window design here, but I've also mixed in some blue ice to add a little bit more texture. These, like, columns right here, I wanted them to share some similarities to these ones for continuity purposes, but I also didn't want it to be the exact same so that you're just having some new things to look at once you're inside. So the shape, the size is actually different. This one's actually an even number. It's 4 blocks in the middle, and it's got a pretty cool window in the center here. It is white stained glass. Now you might be thinking, Pat, I thought you wanted to use ice for windows. I do, and I shall, and I have been using ice for windows for several opportunities, but for thin glass needs, I would like to use white stained glass, and I've used that a couple times mainly for balconies, like right here, and up here on the bridge, even that's a white stained glass balcony, and it's looking quite snazzy, but at no point will I use it to replace like full transparent blocks, because I want to use ice as much as possible in this ice castle, right? Going into these rooms, yeah, just like quartz details like everywhere. Oh my gosh, the quartz mining has been insane. If I look at my statistics, items times mined, I've mined 6,300 of these nether quartz ore. Don't worry, I'm doing it away from 0, too. Like far away from 0, so if you're one of the members and you're like worried about not having quartz, don't worry, there's still a lot of untapped areas near 0. This is hundreds of blocks out. But yeah, this is my 6th most mined block, so it's been a little crazy. But it's paid off a lot. Like, look at all these quartz details, right? If we go on the inside now, like all these insides are hollowed out and have ladders going up and down them. This flooring might change. If we head up this ladder, though, there's a ladder that goes up the column. If we head up this ladder, we have little cubby areas. Not cubbies, but small little balconies here and there. I don't know what we're going to do with that, but I just thought it'd be really cool to not waste that space, and I thought it'd be cool to have a balcony up there anyway. Yeah, it just looks cool having a balcony up there from down here. So that's the main reason I want it. We still have our cubby over here, although, unfortunately, guys, I have a very sad update about this. All jokes aside, right? I don't even feel comfortable wearing silly stuff like armor to talk about this. So, earlier in the glacier, right? Or the ocean glacier, or the iceberg, whatever you want to call it. When I was emptying it out, I was noting how there's like this little cubby here and stuff like that. And, you know, an attempt to utilize all the extra space in the glacier, the ocean glacier. I left that open, and I thought I should find something to put here. Unfortunately, guys, I know that this might be devastating to some of you. I feel like I have to close this cubby off. I know, I'm aware that, like, initially your thoughts might be very emotional, and I can only imagine all the mean comments I'm going to get. Just to try to direct those comments in another direction, alright? Just hear me out. It's very uneven from here to here, and from the outside, it's starting to look a little bit bonkers. I understand how awesome cubbies are, and I know that you guys have a huge attachment to this cubby, and that we gave it nicknames in the past and such like that. And this is harder for me than it is for you. You know, I created this cubby. It's mine, and I have to destroy it. So I just want to let you guys know that I'm affected by this. I'm not doing this as a rebellion to your guys' behavior, because I know how much you guys love the cubby. Literally every comment I've gotten so far, and I've gotten like hundreds of them, is just about how much you guys love this cubby. Unfortunately, it's gonna have to go. I'm not gonna do it now. Don't like, you know, fret not. I'm gonna give you guys time, because I understand that this is a big change for all of us, and then we're all gonna have to adjust to it, and we're all gonna deal with it in our own ways. So I'm gonna give you guys time. This episode, I'm gonna leave it here. I don't want to spring it on you, you know, so I want to get it out there in the open. If you need to talk to someone about this, my Twitters are always open. The comment section's a great place to do it. You can join the Cakecore public Discord chat. Link will be in the description, just to voice your concerns about this cubby, and there'll be tons of people there willing to help you, I'm sure. So I'm very sorry about that, but again, it's just something that has to be done, and I hope that you guys will learn to love cubbies again, right? Okay, so that was some heavy stuff, but we're gonna put the armor back on in the wings, because I don't want to die. So if we head up to these columns, we can head over to this floor right here, and this floor connects to this bridge. And how fun is it just walking over the bridge and seeing this stuff, right? Like, this is starting to just it's starting to become a castle, right? And that's why I'm so thrilled with this build so far. It's actually like taking a picture from my head, and it's actually portraying in blocks and stuff like that. Got a very simple quartz walkway right here. Not much to that. Over here we got a nice, really nice balcony right here to look over. And also, of course, see-through floors. I'm loving that idea. I've also added a bit of a balcony out here, because I love balconies, apparently. And because castles have balconies quite often. But yeah, we got the pillars continuing up. We got the same window design. I still have to add the design that's down there up here. And on both sides, obviously, on both sides of both columns. But yes, other than that, you know, this place is now sectioned off and stuff. I'm thinking I'm not going to really have that many rooms. At first, when I built these rooms, I was thinking I could have a whole bunch of rooms. But I think my new game plan is to leave most of the upstairs stuff open. That means this and the main floor. Leave most of that open, like right here and right there and back there. But perhaps the basement area is where a bunch of rooms could reside. In fact, we can just fly down there like this. And can we make it over? Oh, no, we can't make it over. We gotta do an extra jump. So yeah, if we head down here, like, this seems like a good area to have a bunch of rooms to me. Like, having one hallway that goes out this way, and then having a room right there, and then we save the upstairs stuff for all the open area. So yeah, this place is turning out really nice. Oh my gosh, the quartz has been frustrating. It's been so difficult to get that many quartz and craft them and stuff like that. But look at that. It's shaping out so nicely. It's shaping up, right? It's really shaping up. I couldn't be more happy with it, honestly. Like, it's just turning out so good. Like, all these small little things, like even this room, I love this room, and like peeking into the other rooms from it and stuff. It's good stuff, right? It's good stuff. The one thing I do want to comment on is that right now there's a huge gaping hole. I would like to do a really fancy door here. Obviously not one with pistons. I don't have nearly enough room for that. But one that spreads down here, and then some way to actually get in. Not entirely sure how I want to implement that yet. We could try with quartz, I guess, just to see how that looks. I was thinking something like this, not with pillars, but with regular. And yeah, I think that might work all right. You know, if we had pillars, it would just blend in too much with that, I think. But yeah, maybe if we have something like this, but at the same time, you know, it doesn't look so much like a door. It just kind of looks like a wall, and I don't really want that. I could put an iron door here, maybe that would look nice. Or maybe I could add some, like, add some detail onto, to make it look like door knocks, almost. I don't know how to do that. I'll have to do that off camera. But if you guys have any ideas for these doors, let me know, right? Because, like, I definitely want an epic door here. When you first stare at this house, it's like, look at that grand door. You know, like the door's open or possibly facing the other way. Maybe that would be cool. Like a giant door that's open. That's been done before, and it's worked in the past for other builds. So maybe it would work here. But I don't know. Let me know your suggestions if you have them. I'd like a really nice looking door, basically, and I'll have to explore that further when I get the opportunity. Now, what we are going to do today is we are going to head over to my ice shop and adjust the prices. I think I touched on that at the beginning of the episode. If not, that's what I'm going to do now, and I'll show you guys what the new prices are and my new plans to fill in the shop. I finally got an idea to fill in the extra space in that shop, so I'm going to do that, and I'll be right back. So I'm back at the shopping wharf, and I'm going to check my post office real quick for any sales. I noticed Alton's light is still up, which means he has got his October package, which looks like this, by the way. I think I already showed that. I'm not sure. Any sales? Oh, okay, I understand this one. Yeah, Owlton looks like he put into sale, but he hasn't checked his package yet. He's probably waiting to do it on camera. But yeah, Owlton, he wants to make sure... He, like, took a bunch of these papers and just renamed them Owlton so he could just put them in as soon as he can and not worry about, like, naming them again and stuff like that. Also, Daniel has put in one. Recently, in one of his episodes, he came by in his nomadic style, like he does, and then he, for some reason, failed to read this book. There's a painting right here. Did Dancer leave that? That's Spotter's chest. Yeah, I put a painting in Dancer's. Maybe he put the painting there. Let's leave it for now. Who cares? So he didn't read the book. He didn't know anything about this. He thought you had to pay to, like, use the inbox, which isn't the case. The inboxes are free. In order to get the package, you have to, like, put in 5 diamonds. I don't know why he just put in 32 gold. He didn't bother reading the book or anything like that. But he did put in the name right. So obviously 32 gold, I can't quite accept that for the payment, just because, for one, it's 32 gold, and for two, it's 32 gold. So, I'll put this back in his inbox for now, and I'm gonna leave the name in here in case he comes by with 5 diamonds. I told him what he did wrong already. He's my brother, so, you know, I talk to him on a regular basis, and I don't think he really has diamonds right now. If he gets diamonds, though, he might replace that. I thought I saw some movement in here. I don't know why. Oh, did I? Oh, I just clicked the sign. I thought I stripped the log for a second. Oh yeah, so we're heading over here to the ice shop. So the ice shop, we're gonna be adjusting the prices, like I said. Not all of them, just one, in fact, in particular. Also, Dancer broke one of these. I noticed in one of his episodes by placing a block. Rip. There's a fish in here. Who did that? That sounds like something Spotters do. Oh, that's so pleasant though. Oh, don't. Uh-oh, that's not good. Go back. Go back. Come on, be free. Find some way out. Jeez. No, not up the wharf. That's the wrong way. You dummy. Alright, well, you know what? You deserve to die now. Okay, we'll just leave him be. If life wants him to find a way, then he'll find a way, right? Okay, so here's some blue ice, right? I'm selling it 1 diamond for 32. We're going to change that right now. What we're going to do is take out some of this blue ice right here, and we're going to be just filling in as many of these 64s as we can. Yeah, so we're now going to sell it 1 diamond for a stack. I think that might actually get people to fork up some money. I haven't made any sales in the shop yet. Well, actually, maybe I have since then. I haven't checked. Should I check any of these? I think ice is the only thing worth checking. I don't think anyone's going to buy snow. Except James the Douglas, the man. Could he have bought snow? Could he have finally bought snow? No, he didn't. So James is building with snow, and I'm building with a lot of it. And at first I was like, perfect. Maybe he'll buy some stuff from my shop, and then I realized he lives in a snow biome, and he's getting his own snow. So, let's should click all this in here. We're gonna do 1 diamond per blue stack. That's extremely generous. That's extremely generous, if you ask me. But maybe it's like it's ultra incentivizing to just buy it here instead of mining it somewhere else, right? And we need ultra incentivized right now because my banking system, I don't got that much diamonds. And when shops start popping up, I know Hydra's building a shop over there. Don't think any work's been done yet since, or at least, sorry, any updated work. But there's like a layout of it. And I suppose he's selling tridents. And I've seen his video, and you should check out his video on it also. And I would love to buy a trident. But they're probably going to be rather expensive because those are really difficult to get. So I want to try to get some cash up by then. But like I said, I'm doing this thing where I'm only taking 5 profits, and I'd hate to take out a loan so early. But yeah, anyway, that's my predicament. So hey guys, ice is a lower price. I'll actually rename this once I get the opportunity. For now, we're going to head up to this top area. Here's what we're going to do up here, right? We've had all these chests. We're tearing them down. We're done with the chest style. The chest is so bottom cubes, right? We're in top cube area right now. This is going to be like an office. Specifically for orders. We are going to make a business out of here, but we're not going to be selling goods per se. Instead, what we're going to be doing is selling a service. And this service is relevant to ice. We are going to be selling the service of making ice tunnels in the nether. Haha. Sounds pretty cool, right? The pricing is going to be a little bit interesting, but for one, I think if no one buys blue ice, at some point they're going to want to buy a blue ice tunnel, because that's the one thing everyone really needs blue ice for at some point, right? Maybe not needs it, but would be nice to have it. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up with a cheap way to supply people with an ice road. Now that is a lot of manual labor, so the prices are going to be a little bit higher than just buying the blocks normally. What I'm thinking is, actually I only need like 1 of these, I think. Let's actually make some slabs. What I'm thinking is possibly what we could do is like some percentage stuff, right? Is the price of the price it takes to buy all the ice to make that thing, right? So if the pathway is only 32 blocks long and it's 2 blocks wide, then that's going to take 64 ice. So that's going to be 1 diamond, right? That's pretty cheap. That gets pretty far, but obviously there's more that comes into play because I have to place the blocks. Sometimes I have to break the blocks, right? So there's gonna be a little bit more than that. What we're gonna do is plus 50% of the ice price, right? So if it costs 1 diamond for that's a bad example. If it costs 2 diamonds for all that ice, then it's going to cost an extra diamond to place them down. And it's going to cost another 50% if I also have to break the block and then place it, right? Some people might already have a layout design, they just don't want to place all that ice and stuff. Hey, I get that. But if you have the area already broken out and you just want me to lay it down, great. If you want me instead to break and then place, that's going to be another 50%. So we're going to do the price of diamonds plus 50% for placing and plus 50% for breaking. If I don't have to break anything, then hey, we're good. So yeah, an average tunnel is hundreds of blocks long, right? But hey, 32 blocks for a 2 wide tunnel, that's still like, that's only 1 diamond, so it's still a relatively cheap price. I think people might be down for that. So we'll see. I'm not working extremely hard on the build right now because I'm focusing on talking. This is the story of my commentary life, right? This is why I do a lot of showcasing stuff. I'm so bad at focusing and talking at the same time. But I do want to just adjust that a little bit. And I'll obviously adjust this more off camera. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm also thinking about possibly adding more options for tunnel making, right? Like, I could do, oh, here's some spruce. This is what I'm looking for. Like this, and then like, not like that, like this. Yeah, I could break out like entire tunnels for them too, and add some extra payment options for that. Some people might not even want to like mine the stuff out or place the blocks, so I might add an extra fee to that. That might be something I can just negotiate on hand because it's a little bit harder to do a retail price on, because it varies, right, for how easy it is to make a tunnel or how difficult it is, right? It depends on like the location and stuff like that. So that'd be something I'd probably work out with people. But yeah, we're making some nice little desks right here. So it's gonna be like you come up, you place an order. It's like almost like ordering from a desk. I don't know. It's not a product, so this is just what I came up with. I think maybe some flower pots here would look nice. These are looking a little barren. The problem is I don't have a lot of room up here to work with. I was hoping I could do like 2 blocks long, but I don't think that's going to work. But hey, 2 desks will probably suffice for that. But yeah, maybe some plants would go nice, and like a sea pickle lamp hanging from the top would be really cool. Don't know how possible that is in 1.13.2. We'll see how it goes, right? But it would be nice to spruce this place up a bit. Spruce. And possibly put like plants in the corners too with leaves. I think that could look nice. So just make this place really look like an office. Maybe use carpet, but I don't know if that would detract from the ice design. We'll see. But anyway, I'll catch you guys with an update when I have one. Okay, so the blue ice is fixed. 1 diamond for 64. It is official. Just notice Optifine doesn't have the slightly transparent gray background for the letters. You guys see that? Has that always been the case with Optifine? I have no clue. Kind of like it with it though. Makes it easier to read. Interesting. So yeah, so this stuff's now 1 diamond. Fellow Cakecoreans, you should come over and buy some blue ice if you need it. Okay. Because 1 diamond for a stack, that's a lot easier than mining it out yourself. So now I suppose I should clean up my millions of shulker boxes around here. Yeah, so the office is turning out good. First off, let's start with the plants. I've added some plants here with different colors of leaves. I first wanted to try with oaks, and then I was like, let's also try spruce. And now I tried both, and I was like, maybe it's nice to have different kinds of plants, right? So we have 2 oaks and then 2 spruces, and I kind of like that. We used acacia wood down here because it looks nice as a plant even when these aren't on there. But then later when I add these, I thought those looked better anyway. So it didn't really need to be. But also the inside's a little bit redder, so it kind of looks like dirt. Of course, you could actually use real dirt for that. But I don't know, whatever, I'll just leave it for now. That way, if anyone messes with it, it still looks nice. Haha, except for these things down here, I guess. Yeah, so on the desks, I've been playing around with like miniature designs and stuff like that. I realized that item frames can now be placed on top of surfaces. So I put an item frame with a paper here, and I put a lever to kind of look like a pencil, albeit a rather big one, especially for that small of a paper. But yeah, I think it looks kind of nice, and you can use your imagination for what that could be. It also could be like a microphone or something like that. I don't know. And then we have a little pressure plate just to add a little bit of miniature texture. I don't quite have all my supplies with me yet. I've just been working at my shulker box area. I haven't been home in like a long time, like weeks, because well, not weeks, but probably about a week and a half or something. Because I've been working on the glaciers and the village farm and stuff like that. But also, I put ice here just to like reference like working on ice and stuff like that. I don't know, stuff could change in here. Up here, I've got a sea pickle thing. It's with trapdoors. I might change it to signs, but I feel like floating signs look kind of weird. This kind of looks all right from above. It's just you don't really get the full effect that it's those until you open it. But I think people will be opening stuff. Something tells me someone's gonna want to get revenge on me for opening up a bunch of trapdoors. I don't know who. Because I didn't open trapdoors for no one. But something tells me Owlton or someone like that might come in here and just be like, how do you like it, Pat? And I have no idea why. I'm not, it's not my fault, right? Okay, so yeah, this place is shaping up. We're officially in business. I just need to, like, make a book and talk about, like, hey, you should come buy this, right? What happened here? What happened here? Some ice melted up there and it like broke some snow at certain spots and probably broke the carpet also. I'll have to get some new carpet and replace that when I get the chance. Anyway, what we're gonna do now is, oh yeah, this is perfect time. I don't know if I've showed this so far. Have I showed it? I don't think so. There's a map here. I started working on a map around 00. Obviously it's pretty pitiful right now. There's still just mobs and I feel more comfortable sleeping, if that's okay. Oh, there's a bed right up here. This is a famous bed right here. This bed has helped so many people over at Twin Isles, myself included. When I was working on the wharf, I slept in this bed all the time. It's made out of fancy schmancy blue, and I don't know who did it, but it's been very helpful. So yeah, there is a map right here. It's only 4 or 2x2, and in the future, I'd like to put maps all around it. But instead of just normal scale maps of more water, because that would just be water around here, I'd like to include the nearest island in each direction. So it's like it cuts out a bunch of the water, but just so you can see generally which direction people's houses are at. Like technically, if you keep going that way, you should find Dancer's home, right? So maybe I'll map out Dancer's place, just put it right here and skip everything in between. We'll see. Public map in the process. I'm on the job, right? Yeah. So now we're gonna head back to home and grab a few more materials and then bring them over to the office, spice it up. And then we're going to start working on the villager breeder, most likely. Okay? Okay. By the way, with Optifine, the nether is looking fancy. I love having nether fog off. It just makes the place look way more cavern-esque and less like an overworld, if that makes sense. Of course, the fog does add some cool stuff too. But look at that. You can see like all of these like different tunnels and stuff from so far away, and it's really cool. Spider still has that like ridiculous setup for a portal. I should message him sometimes, just be like, dude, fix your portal. Ooh. Yeah, and then Caesar put this door here, I'm pretty sure. That door just appeared. I might have already showed that in an episode, I don't know. It's just a regular wooden door, which means it might catch on fire. So maybe I'll replace it with an iron door, unless he specifically doesn't want me to. I don't know. You know, it's like, why make an iron door ever? Oh my gosh, the leaves look so nice with Optifine. Everything, like, boy, I'm glad to be back on Optifine. It feels like it's Minecraft again, almost, with Optifine. Like, look at these leaves and stuff like that. I love the Optifine's fast leaves rendering because you can still see through them, which makes it look nice. But then also if there's any apples lying about or other drops, like in a UHC, that's extremely useful, right? So yeah, wow, okay. It's everything's looking nice around here. So basically what I need to grab some of my extra flower pots because hold up, rewind. I've messed up. Okay, hang on. We gotta focus here. We've got a chest. This was not here last time I've been here. At least I don't think it was, but I haven't been here in quite a while. Okay, hang on. Whatever we were doing is gonna have to take a break. Let's check this out. It's not trapped, is it? I don't see. Oh, I could just press F3. It's chest facing type. Actually, I don't know if it would say in F3. I don't see any red in there. Is there any observers around here? Hang on. I don't want this to blow up my house. Let's just play this extra carefully. It's not an observer. There can still, I think, technically be some traps underneath. Oh, dang. Someone's trying to scare me. No, I think we're good. I don't think anything can blow this thing up. Sorry, I was just like, I've spent a long time in this house, Hate for something to explode, you know what I mean? Explode. That's the name of my efficiency 4 Unbreaking 3 Fortune 3 shovel, by the way. Okay, so let's put this back and this back. Okay, so I should be good if I open this. Okay, it's a book and quill. Government notice? What the heck is this about? Excuse me. Excuse me. To whom it may concern, to whom, get off your high horse. We have received reports about criminal activity committed by yourself on September 29th of 2018. Hang on. September 29th, 2018. I'm checking my channel right now. What did I do? That's going to take too long to check my channel. Okay, I'll just read. The crime consisted of... There's no capital. The crime consisted of stealing other members' crafting tables to make... Oh. A ugly shop. An ugly shop? A ugly shop. Okay. I may or may not remember some crimes being allegedly committed by myself and Hamilton about that. Fine. After the reports, the government has decided to take action against Patnet and his company. Wait, hang on. I am the affiliate of the government in Season 1. I haven't had contact with them in Season 2. I figured they'd message me. Oh, I guess they are messaging me. To comply with the punishment, you will need to give every member a stack of spruce logs and also community service. Wait, hang on. Who? Okay, let's finish. Pat, you have been warned. Don't get on the government's bad side. The government. Okay, wait, hang on. Who wrote this? Oh, it doesn't say because it's a book and quill. Oh. Okay, whoever wrote this is smart. You know why? They didn't say who wrote it. They didn't finish the thing. They just left it as a note. So I can't tell who made it. I can tell there's 3 tags. I don't know if that tells me anything. I don't know what that means. But it so they okay. Hold up. I know the government, right? In Season 1, I was the government's best friend. I was a contractor. I built them a freaking wall that spanned it over an entire biome. So why are they messaging me? Huh? Okay, hang on. So let's try to figure this out. The government, how the government operates is it has people do stuff for them. That's the whole idea of a government, right? The government asks people to do stuff for them, whether it be build a wall, like I so laboriously did in Season 1, or like sending messages, which I also did in Season 1, sending fines and stuff like that. This is basically a fine. I didn't realize they're back in town so quickly. I knew they'd be back. I didn't realize so quickly, right? We received reports about criminal activity. Okay, so they're mad about the crafting table thing. So if I think about this a second, Caesar was the first one to react to the crafting table thing. He didn't like. That was so long ago though, and I haven't been here in a while. Granted, but like it's only been like a week or maybe 2 weeks since I've been here, so I would have seen this earlier. But you know what? James has been out of town for like 2 weeks in October/September, I think. So, and I know he's been like catching up on videos. Maybe he wrote this, and he just now got to the crafting table part. This also could be in response to myself placing a pufferfish at his house like a couple days ago. I was trying to do it while he was streaming. He ended the stream right before I got there. Well, not his house, but his wall. So maybe this is... Well, okay, so... Well... Alright. I'm gonna get into a bit of a nitty-gritty with this book. I'm gonna start talking about, like, spelling and grammar. Here's the deal. I am not holding it, like, grammar or spelling against anyone. I could care less what your spelling capabilities are. However, I do think it's worth noting, I don't know if I've ever seen James put in a typo, right? Right here, that's not a capital letter. Earlier with governments, that's not an apostrophe. And I think there was some other stuff. To comply, yeah, no capital letter right here. Here's the deal. I would imagine James, because it's coming from the government, would spend a long time making sure this is all properly phrased. So, I don't know. Maybe that's not James, right? But the timeline makes sense. Because he's been catching up with videos, and he must have just recently saw the crafting table video. And that would make sense for him to take response now, because this happened a long time ago. I would expect this book from the player or the government at like way earlier, right? Also from James, we only took like 1 table, I think. So Caesar, we took the most tables out. I have seen Caesar misspell stuff before. Now, granted, like I said, I'm not judging, you know. I'm trying to figure this out, right? I mean, someone didn't leave a name, so I'm doing my best here. So, but the thing is this is about the government. That's season 1 stuff. Caesar wasn't here in season 1, so he's completely out of the question, right? Unless he went back and watched old episodes. I don't even know though, because like, I mean, I know Hydro. I've been in contact with Hydro for about 6 months within season 1, so it's possible Hydro knows something about this. And then again, I think I've seen Hydro make a few typos here and there. They might have like not cared so much about it. But speaking of not caring, that kind of reminds me of Dancer in a way. Okay, wait, hang on. Let's be real. Dancer didn't write this. Dancer wouldn't get involved with it. He's actually out of the question. Bombastic's out of the question too. He hasn't been online in ages. He's not an active member, just so people know. Owlton, the misspellings could be him. But at the same time, I'd actually expect a little bit more misspellings from here. Again, not judging at all, you know. But like minor things like this kind of makes me think Spotters. Because I could imagine Spotters just wanting to get through it. And you know what? Spotters and I have run into grammatical tussles in the past when in the faction server. He left me a sign while I was AFK, and I basically treated it like it was an academic paper and peer reviewed it almost. So maybe this is kind of a gag at me, like he wants me to take apart this stuff. Maybe he knows that I would notice this kind of stuff. And Spotters was around during SMP Season 1. Spotters is also the kind of person to create long storylines like this by responding, like, acting as a government employee to said stuff. Hang on. I think this is in the bag. I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner. It's got to be Spotters, right? This kind of screams Spotters. The only thing that points against Spotters is the fact that this happened so long ago. But Spotters also hasn't been extremely active. So maybe he just, and I know he hasn't recorded in a while, but he's recorded since the Crafting Table prank, I'm almost certain. I feel like this would have come from a long time ago if it was from Spotters. But I don't know. You know what? It might be in someone's video coming up soon. I might figure this out. Or maybe not, though, because the fact that they didn't sign the book, I might be reading way too much into this, but the fact that they didn't sign the book means that they didn't want to be known who it was, right? I mean, I know it's the government, but I'm trying to figure out who's the one who delivered it. Someone's got to deliver it, right? Government don't deliver their own packages, let me tell you that. Trust me, I've got a lot of experience in the government, and they don't do stuff like this. They don't deliver it themselves, that being said. Spotter, I don't know. This sounds like Spotters to me. Again, the timeline makes sense with James. Not entirely sure about the grammar stuff, and the fact that it's from the government seems like he would focus on making sure it's right. So possibly Owlton and Spotters. I'm leaning towards Spotters, right? Like, I would say right now I'm 75% thinking it's Spotters. Could be Owlton and could be Caesar. Just kind of the wording, the way things set up reminds me of Caesar. Also, Caesar hasn't been uploading extremely frequently, so it's possibly wanted to wait till he could record this to put it out, because he's been a little bit busy. Not to say that he's like behind or anything like that. You know, he's kept up with our uploading rule, as everyone has for the most part. Which, by the way, if you guys are in the SMP and you're watching, thank you for doing that. It means a lot that you guys. I'm impressed by how much footage has come out, and it makes me feel good. Yeah, Dancer wouldn't do this. Bombastic wouldn't do this. Allison might. Caesar might. Then there's Hydro. I mean, I know Hydro was around with Season 1. I'm not entirely sure if he was involved enough to know what the government is and whatnot. So, the government wouldn't have contacted him, most likely. But this could be Hydro. This could be Hydro. Ooh. I'm still leaning on Spotters. This sounds like a Spotters thing to do. But then again, Spotters hasn't been very active, and Hydro has. People who've been active lately, it's been Hydro and James over the last few weeks. And I'm just counting those times because I was here a couple weeks ago. Oh my gosh. I have no idea how long this video is going to be. I'm going to have to edit stuff out. But Spotters could have gone on. Like, the thing is, I'm not on every day right now anyway, because I'm dealing with other stuff also, and I've been backlogging a good amount, so I haven't wanted to get too far ahead of my perspective. So anyone could have come on within the last few weeks. I could be slimy about it. I could check, like, you know, server console and stuff like that. I'm definitely not going to do that, trust me. They want to play the game, I'm going to play the game. You know what? Hey, the government wants me to do something, I'm going to cooperate. I'm a good citizen. You must give every member a stack of spruce logs. Also community service. Also community service. Like, the whole thing's worded strange to me. I feel like if I stared at this long enough, I could figure out exactly who has that kind of wording, if I know them well enough. I don't know Hydro and Caesar very well, as of right now. At least, I should say I don't know them as much as I know Spotters and Owlton, specifically. I mean, I've known Owlton my entire life. Community service. What does it mean by... It doesn't specify what kind of community service. It says also, though. Don't get on the government's bad side. Like, what? That's... Who? Okay. I don't know who this is. Also community service. So I don't know. What do you mean community service? I built the freaking wharf. I put a conduit at 0-0. I built a community tree farm. What more community service could I do? I've like one of the top competitors for community service. It's up there. It's me, Hydro, and James. Those are the three people who've probably done a lot of community. Okay, tell you what, I'll do it anyway though. You know what? Stack of spruce logs each. Fine. That's way more than the amount of crafting tables we took. I can whip that up. That shouldn't be too bad. That's still asking a lot. Someone just must really want a stack of spruce logs. The community service. You know what? I've been working on that map. Tell you what. You know what? I'll finish that map. There's my community service, alright? And if that doesn't count for you, then take the freaking tree farm or the wharf. Okay? If you're not even going to label it, I mean, all the community service, that's got to count for it. Man. The fact that it's not signed really makes me feel like it's Spotters. It seems like Spotters would be the one who pays enough attention to not make that mistake. Let's put that up here in our mail area. Yeah, thank you so much. I still haven't gotten the chance to use these, even though I went to the end. Boy. Well, that kind of threw a wrench in the entire episode. I think I just have to end it there because I don't have time for anything else. Granted, I'll continue to work on the offices, and then I'll put up like the information sheet and stuff like that. And then I'd like to also start the breeding farm possibly next episode. But I don't know. I gotta address this stuff. So, hey, if you guys have any idea who it is, let me know in the comments, right? Because again, pretty sure it's Spotters. Pretty sure it's Spotters. If it's not Spotters, though, then probably James, Owlton, or Caesar, or Hydro. So there's a lot of other people it could be. But yeah, if you guys have any ideas, let me know. That's going to do it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know it's a strange one. I wasn't expecting the episode to take this turn. But that's kind of now that's kind of like one of the main points of the episode. Oh, I should have gotten a thumbnail with it. Okay, don't tell anyone. I'm going to remake it. What was it? You've messed up? Or was it? I don't know. I'm just taking snapshots so people get the idea, okay? There we go. Alright, yeah, that's going to do it for this episode, though. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time, and so long.